Alright guys, welcome back to VALORANT News. Ye has revealed that the announcement and reveal for his new roster is going to be just around the corner here, with Bang from 100 Thieves, who we expect to stay on the roster, also revealing that 100 Thieves as it stands do not have a set team of 5. Things are still undecided over there, changes might well still be made, but reporters generally seem to believe 100 Thieves are making a really competitive roster for the new season. Very much intrigued to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always, I would greatly appreciate it. Jing still playing, but unfortunately he's not going to be on Paybreaks going forwards. Monyet's confirmed just the other day. There also was this tournament going on at Rage VALORANT 2023. Lots of players out here. Something, Laz, Tens of course was here as well, and had a good time of ending this one. As he says, I'll keep up with the Japanese classes, so I'm hopeful I'll be able to speak more Japanese the next time I visit. So really cool stuff. Hopefully they all had a good time. Now there was also this spotted, that Dubstep. So Dubstep currently looking for a team, and as we see here from Global Esports, it's time to announce our second player. Welcome to Global Esports Dubstep, and then he confirms for legal reasons this is a prank, but it's not entirely out of the realms of possibility, right? We don't really know what Global Esports are up to right now. There have been rumours. There have been people saying, GE, yay, here we go. But I somehow doubt that that is the case. Dubstep also does an announcement to kind of say what his plans are. Unrestricted free agent going forwards, formerly of Team Secret, right? Discussing willingness to relocate to regions and other factors like this. So wishing the best for him. But yeah, lots of good players on the market right now, of course. There was also this from the Global Esports founder who says, giving it a leak. Now, he puts 3 Indian flags in the replies. So the question is he just putting Indian flag as in one Indian player, or is this implying that there's going to be 3 Indian players on the team? I don't know, but that's kind of what it looks like, right? So yeah, I guess stay tuned to see how that one develops going forwards. There was also this rumor yesterday with CNED potentially looking at Foot Esports, and I did discuss this the other day, I think just because we believe CNED is gone from Na'Vi. We believe that they're going to bring back Artis. I mean, okay, he wasn't on Na'Vi before, but Artis was on FPX when it was FPX with Angel and Co. So probably that's what they're going to do, and CNED has, I guess, considered the possibility of going back to a Turkish team, and that looks like what might be the case. But these are just trials for now. Things could change, but these teams, they're not exactly in a hurry to get things locked down, but they will have to move relatively quickly. Usually you'll tend to see teams like Sentinels, for example, they're done and dusted, you know, they've got things sorted. But things are so chaotic around the world, and there's players considering options in different regions, that the teams can take their time a little bit. But you kind of, you know, CNED will be a top prospect, so if Foot Esports want to get him locked down, they've probably got to try their best right now. Now, I've got to share with you guys what Bang had to say on the situation right now as it stands at 100 Thieves. Lots of questions, because at the start of Rostermania, there weren't really any rumours coming out about 100T, and people thought, well, are they going to run it back? Like, what's going on there? That, to me, would have been a mistake. They have now, over the last couple of weeks, removed Derek, he's gone, removed Stella, he's gone. So they are left with, as it stands, Cryo, Asna, and Bang, which is probably the most sensible trio that they could have kept of the 5. There was an argument to say, well, you know, Bang wasn't that good. I still think he's got a really high ceiling, but he just wasn't so good for the latter half of the season. But, you know, maybe a different team format will change that around. And in fairness with Sentinels, they weren't always that good this season, but they knew that there was some promise with Ten, Zek, and Sassy Pancada. They did show it at some points, as maybe did 100 Thieves, and maybe they think, as they've done with Sentinels, all right, new IGL, new vision, let's run it back, and hopefully it's going to work for us this time. And maybe this could be the same story with 100 Thieves, keeping those 3 and bringing in 2 more players. But as Bang says, right now, they don't have a set team. They are clearly, at least according to this statement, doing trials, and they haven't decided yet. Maybe they've decided 4 of 5, maybe they've decided only 3 of 5. But right now, there are other players in the rotation. The belief is that Boostio's going to be there, formerly of Evil Geniuses. I guess the question would be, could someone else from EG come along with him, or would they look for a different option instead?
Alright, ask questions away. I'm bored, guys. I'm done looking at my phone in between queues. New 100T roster leaked. I will not be leaking it, and yeah. Roof look like a no show. But also, it's not like we have a set roster right now. Ape, go inside, go la mama bella mine. It's still undecided.
So we'll look at what that roster might be here in just a second, but we've got to discuss this from Bodok, actually, who comes out with his updated tier list of roster moves and trials. Overall, seems like teams are closing in on finalizing their rosters, with a few exceptions who have yet to find some players they want to commit to long term. Like, some of the rosters might not be as exciting to others. So, yeah, sure. Obviously, this is subjective, but nonetheless, it's worth looking at. So, some teams are no changes, some teams that have almost finalized, Na'Vi, Sentinels, Paper X, Secret, G2 as well seem to almost be there as well, T1 Vitality, Heretics, sure. EG are in their own category right now, under this kind of like weird what's going on situation. So we don't really know what EG are doing. There's rumors that some of their guys might be coming back, and probably a couple of them will. I think players like Jorgamo, maybe, if he doesn't get a good offer elsewhere, he might say, you know what, I'm better off just taking the EG pay cut and running it back with the team. Then we've also got Gen.G, right, BBL, and Cloud9 now in the confusing category, because the Cloud9 team we think we know, but they've brought back Vanity. We don't really know what else they're doing, but we think they're going to have like Oxy and Whippy's coming back, and a little bit strange decision-making over there, and Bodok brands that as confusing. Now, this is also interesting to note, budget teams, just because there have been some teams linked to Aspas, and we still want to know what's going on there. Furia were one, very briefly. Furia were like, oh, we'll give you an offer, we'll trial you. But if they're on the more budget end of the spectrum, Aspas probably ain't going there, you know what I mean? Like, he's going to take the big money offer, and if Furia can't offer him big money, and Bleed, we'll get to in a second, that maybe makes this decision for him. Loud as well find themselves in what Bodok considers minimal changes, which is quite interesting because we're pretty sure Aspas is gone. I mean, he's left the team, and unless Loud change their mind on the contract they want to give him and the issues that he had signing a new deal that he hasn't wanted to do, and he's got loads of other compelling offers, I'm sure, that's one change being made. So, and if Sadak was to also go, because the rumor is that Sadak potentially to NRG or something, and NRG actually do appear on here at the top end of the list, we'll get to in a second. But if Sadak and Aspas were going to go, does that qualify as minimal changes? Like, two of five, two big important players for the team of five? Maybe not. So I think this slightly more implies that Sadak might stay, but intrigued to your thoughts on that. Now, Leviathan, they are under minimal changes as well, so this could be a pretty similar team plus Aspas, that's possible. But yeah, minimal changes sounds like one player change of the five, maybe 2 of 5, but you wouldn't expect, if it was 2 of 5 and it's a minimal change, you wouldn't expect that to be your IGL and your star player, because that's a pretty big change as far as I'm concerned. So, okay on paper, Global Esports, Crew, Liquid, Zeta Division, then we get to good moves. And I will say that we Gen.G is the one that stands out to me here, just because Gen.G, according to Flynn's latest spreadsheet, does not really have much going on, and they've only got like 2 players on there. And, I've heard rumours that Ye has big money offers from the Pacific region somewhere, and I've said maybe it's Bleed, but maybe it's Gen.G. I don't know how much money they have behind them, to be honest, but it is interesting just to look at that we see in the Pacific here, Gen.G, as it stands, according to Flynn's latest spreadsheet, have 2 players. Meteor, likely, Lakia, question mark. Like, what's going on at Gen.G? We don't know, but Bodok thinks they're making good moves. So what does that look like? It's tough to say. The 3 teams, though, that find themselves in the cooking real good category, at least according to Bo, is 100 Thieves, Bleed, and NRG. So Bleed are paying big money. They're going to get good players. That is what it is. NRG have done well, I think. Victor, Crashies, Marved, +2. We don't know the +2. Sadak, Aspas, Ethan, Demon 1, could be a load of options. But he reckons they're looking pretty good. And 100 Thieves constantly find themselves in this category of being really good. And I just don't know. Some of the team compositions I look at, I'm like, is that really spectacular? So maybe there's something else up their sleeve that we don't yet know. And Ye says, as in the replies here, can't wait for Ye to get announced, soon, bro. So as of last night, or actually this morning, my time, Ye says, soon, it's getting announced, announcement soon, or at least some sort of reveal, hint, coming soon for Ye. Just to look at the Americas, right? So 100 Thieves, Cryo, Asuna, Bang, Boostio, and EU. I mean, that's pretty good. Does that qualify as cooking real good? Like, I know that some people are looking at maybe Boostio and Com could come in. Maybe there's other situations there. So, yeah, I don't know. It depends on your subjective opinion, because I like that team, but I'm not sure it qualifies as, like, one of the best moves in the entire world. Maybe it does. I mean, Boostio, I gel at the recent World Championship winning team. If NRG are also cooking real good, they've got to get some of the players here that are linked to them. We think that G2 are now a done deal. But yeah, where does Ye go? I don't know. I'm leaning more towards now the Pacific region, to be honest, for the Ye situation, because there are a few spots still here available, and Aspas can only go to one team. So, you know, there will be options available for Ye after everything concludes. Wonder what happens with Demon 1 as well, just because there were some, I mean, Marv was hinting a few days ago that Demon 1 to NRG was not out of the realms of possibility. But yeah, so yesterday, not many crazy updates on that one. The big thing really is 100 Thieves not yet decided on their team, which kind of aligns with what we see here, where it's maybe EU, maybe it's Com, maybe that's their decision now. It's like Crow, Asuna, Bang, Boostio, and the fifth is a little bit unclear. Maybe they're doing trials, and they'll eventually make their mind up on that one, which is a good team, I think, for sure. But it doesn't feel like Ye's going to be there. So that is still the open question as it stands. But very much intrigued to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Take care, and I'll see you next time.